Okay, we plan on taking anywhere from 20 to 30% of the money coming in. So that means all tournament payouts will be 70 plus. And I know the first couple we're going to do free entry with prizes. And the reason for that, for the 70 to 80% is because we want to give back to the players. And I know I've been seeing a lot of people bitching that, tournament sites are taking money. That's how it's how it works. Like,
right, you got to make a profit somehow. But I understand that first tournament free kind of thing because it's
you want to get your name out there.
Right, it's also like a charity event kind of thing.
Right, exactly. And I think we're gonna do. I see the thing with Halo is that I have a good tap with Halo, so we're gonna be doing free for alls, 2v2s, 4v4s. I actually had an idea of a randomized 4v4, so everybody signs up as just like a free for all. So you just put your name in. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in and we're just gonna pick 4 random people, and that's your team for the tournament. And it got a lot of good, people were like, yeah, that sounds fucking awesome. And with that, we're gonna do that as a free entry for the first one, and that will always be one of the lower buy-in tournaments because that is randomized. It's based on the teammates you get, and I understand that every entering is going to be good,
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I like that. That's pretty ballsy, honestly.
It is, but
it sounds awesome.
It's such a good I get antsy just talking about it because if I had to go in with 3 other players, I don't know how they play. I'm gonna be like, oh shit, let's go.
Right, I just think about who I could possibly be teamed up with, and no matter what's gonna happen, I'm gonna have fun just because it's competitive spirit. I'm not playing for the money. I'm playing for the competition.
Exactly, and that's what we hope to bring back is because I get that gaming is great for money wise. But I started gaming for the competitive nature. I just love the adrenaline rush of sitting with my controller and dude, it's round 5, tied 5-5. This wins it all. I love that rush almost as much as I love money. And that's why I play games, is for that that adrenaline feel. And I know there's a lot of people out there who still feel like that. We want to bring that feeling back. We not only want to have the sense of here's a carrot with money hanging over you. Here's a great place for competition.
Right.
So.
I know what you feel. I know how you're what you're explaining here. The last, it's 49 to 45 with that clutch overkill for the win.
God, only Halo has those moments, dude. I don't care if it's a 5e or round 5 or round 10 in search, or it's tied 2-2 overtime and capture the flag, or 249 to 246 in hardpoint. There's nothing more pressurizing, stressful, intense, fucking awesome than a 49 to 49 game or a 49 to 46 game. Nothing compares to that.
Not at all. I agree.
Not at all. It's gonna be awesome.
I just love the experience.
I could go on for Halo for hours and talk about how it's just fucking amazing.
I feel you, but this video would never upload.
No.
All right. So with that being said, when did you guys first come up with the idea for not only I know about the community, but when did you decide to take the step to say, hey, let's make this website into the community that everybody can actually see? It's attainable. You can see people that are signing up. When did you guys first get the idea for this website?
It kind of when me and Andrew first joined Flawless Talent. For those who don't know, I was brought on for my YouTube content, just because at the time I was dedicated. I was putting out a video a day, always keeping current, And when he asked me to join, he was like, "Can YouTube provide content for all the players within the community and outside the community can join us?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." So we started up a YouTube. It didn't get anywhere because that was one of the periods where we had to take downtime because he was in the Army, and I'm not going to go into it. So personal stuff within the Army, and we just couldn't continue without him. It didn't feel right to continue with the guy who brought us on, and so we waited. And me and Andrew were talking ways to make sure when he comes back, when other Andrew comes back, we can kick this off and hit the ground running again. And one of the things was, we got the Twitter account. We do have the forums post, but something wasn't clicking. He came back and we were getting the Twitter followers, the Twitter activity we wanted, but we weren't stabilizing the community. And it wasn't until about 5 or 6 weeks ago when we hosted a tournament through Ready to Fire, which went well, except for a couple delays and disqualification and and that's when, myself and Andrew Pisadzi, I know this is confusing with two Andrews.
No, I pretty much get the gist of it.
Yeah. And we were talking, we're like, dude, like, this would just be so much more simpler if nothing gets Ready to Fire, because Travis, who runs Ready to Fire, is great at what he does, and that's why he just got a PS3, division in it. Like, he's great. But we were talking, like, it's easier if we can self-manage our own tournaments ourselves, because, again, we have the knowledge to do this. It's on our time. We're not waiting on other people. We have the say in disqualifications, in timeouts, in advancements. Like, we have that say. It'd just be easier if we can run it. So what me and Thrasher did, or what me and Andrew did at that point, was went to Thrasher and we're like, yo, here's our plan. What do you think? And he was on board like that. So we went through like 10 different site scripts and just picked the best one. And we felt, for the community sense, that the Elite Gaming Ladders, the one that we picked, was the best one. And we're adding more content. Like I said, the media player's coming. There's 2 or 3 more things being added, which will be good. I don't know what they are. I forget what they are. I can't remember off the top of my head. But basically, it all started when we first joined with the YouTube, but it really came together about 5.5 weeks ago when our first tournament with me and Andrew involved happened, because what we're able to do is we're able to cast online tournaments. And I know we're not Golden Boy or Gandhi or any of that casters, but we believe we're good enough to cast just a regular online tournament. So we not only offer the tournaments, if people want casting, we can cast too. Me and Andrew live 5 minutes away from each other, not even.
Really?
So yeah.
And me and you live 45 minutes away from each other.
Yeah,
probably
right.
Not even that. So.
Exactly. So it.
Right. I know what you're saying. All right. So let's push this forward a little bit. So time constraints. So we don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll start answering more condensed. I'm sorry. It's just hard to.
It's okay. We'll do another video later
For
on,
sure.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we'll talk more on this.
That works.
So, okay, I have 2 more questions for you, and then kind of like a sign-off, you know how that goes.
Yep.
Alright, so, they're kind of like 2-part, 3-part questions, so if you could like answer them individually, kind of to the point.
Yeah.
Alright, so, where was most of the website creation done? As in, like, did you all work on it together, or did one more person work on the majority of it? And, like, if so, who was that person?
We didn't work on the website. We didn't personally script the website. Like I said, we went through Elite Gaming Ladders, and what they do is they give us a template. We pick the template ourselves.
Right. I understand that.
And so for picking it, me and Pisadzi had the overall, like, this is what we think works the best, because we're the media and content directors. We're the heads of that. So it had to work for us, since we will be the ones using it. Like, Thrasher is going to be going in and out of the admin. Okay, he's not going to be uploading or doing all that stuff. And me and Andrew could figure out tournaments a lot faster than Thrasher could. Nothing against Thrasher. It's just
right. Yeah.
We get it. We get it faster.
Right.
And
so you guys, you and Andrew are basically are pretty much doing the bulk of the work. So it was pretty much what you and Andrew decided on, other than what Thrasher felt. He was just on board with it?
Thrasher, the only reason Thrasher isn't doing bulk work is because he's taking care of the financial side.
Right,
and that
makes sense.
That is a lot more demanding than putting YouTube videos up, because make sure the financial side is covered is stressful. It's annoying. You got to deal with idiots who are like, well, you frauded me, and that I would know.
Right, yeah, I understand that too. It's I have some experience with funding websites, and it was a pain in the ass. No, that's the least I can say about that.
And so myself and Andrew had to say on the media side, so the main layout, and then Thrasher decided the best way to do, the PayPal and all the cash stuff and everything. So
right, I would have done it through PayPal too, honestly, because that's one of the easiest, most general ways to pay through cash advance or whatever. Right,
and I would say 60-40, myself and Andrew 60, Thrasher the 40. But that doesn't mean that he didn't have a say, or he's not working twice hard. It was just it's easier for the media directors to decide on the website than the financial guy. It makes more sense, right?
Because you're the media directors. That's why it's
exactly
easiest. Okay, so now that we got that established, let's I guess this last question is kind of. I guess it does. It's a two-part question, but the first part doesn't. I get whatever.
Let's ask it. We're good.
All right. So, why did you guys like decide to bring the community together? To blah, blah, blah. Why did you guys decide to bring the community together like this? And was it to promote the community family as a whole, a certain product or service, or what are you guys trying to like do exactly?
It's okay. I can't speak for Thrasher because I've never had this kind of talk with him. But getting personal, myself and Pisadzi, our dream, like one of our dreams, is to get well known within the gaming community. Like
right.
we would like nothing more than to be prevalent, to be known, to have a voice, to be recognized in the gaming community.
Who wouldn't?
And getting a community together, a tournament community together, that is a perfect way to take a stepping stone. Because if this is successful enough, and we actually start, not that it's anything about a profit, but if we start turning a profit, that leads to us sponsoring teams, more teams. That leads to us having teams attend MLG under our name, under our money, wearing our jerseys. Right. That means we can eventually go from an LLC, we could stay at an LLC, to an actual business, and start branding and start getting sponsorships and start getting, others, like getting people to sponsor us and stuff. And that's really the main reason, because we want to grow bigger for the community. And that's why we want to bring the community together now, because it's easier to get a community together when you're small and grow with them. Because if you bring the dudes who are there from you in the beginning of the tournament, they're going to be a hell of a lot more respectful of you if you bring them along,
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's also nice because if we start doing these tournaments, we can also start looking at young talent, like talent for other games. And it allows us to tap into this community and be like, oh man, like these kids are really good at COD. Let's give them a sponsorship. Like here's 10% of airfare for this tournament. Same with here's 10% of the airfare for this tournament. And let's take another stepping stone in the gaming community so people again see, oh, Flawless Talent, like who the hell are they? Let's go check them out.
Right, and not only that, but it it'll make them want to play even more for you, seeing as you're paying for some of their expenses. All right, so that was pretty much just about all my questions.
Hell yeah.
If do you have anything else to add to that?
Just I would appreciate it if everybody who watches this, who hears about Flawless Talent, if you give us a chance. Like I said, I know there's shady shit with gaming. It's hard to really tell who the legitimate contenders are and who the guys are just here for the hell of it. We are the legitimate contenders. We're not fucking around. We're not playing games. Like, we are coming out swinging, and I really would appreciate if you guys would check the site out, sign up, just play in one of our free-to-play tournaments. Like I said, we're doing free-to-plays to show people we can handle our shit, and that being with us and playing in our tournaments is a viable option for your time. So please, everybody, check our stuff out. Really quick, the people who follow Flawless Talent and Halo Scrims, thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Like, it's awesome being a part of those two communities and running them. It's fun. It's something that not a lot of people can say they can do. And just I hope everybody checks out Flawless Talent FTEsports.com. I probably should have thrown it in there faster.
That's okay. I'll throw it in later.
Yeah. That's about it.
All right, well, that's pretty cool. I guess that wraps up our session for today. If you guys have any other questions for either myself or Alex, you can contact us on our Twitters or YouTube. Alex, you'll need to send me your YouTube because I don't remember it. So
will do. Yeah, for sure. I'll send you my Skype too, so I don't care if people message me on Skype. But yeah, Twitter, YouTube, Skype, whatevs, right. Anything.
I'll put all the social media handles in the description below. So,
good stuff.
Since you already added your part, Alex, right here, you heard it first, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video.